Welcome back to Factorio. Cool. So we did the tank thing, and we got blue science up, and we got military science up, and we can research a bunch of new things, including flamethrowers, which I think is probably a good idea, and yeah, all kinds of stuff. So what exactly are we after here? We are after some big things, but it's going to take some digging to find out what the path to go is. So like laser, for example, we need laser turrets, but to get laser turrets, we need to research battery and laser. So let's get that started. There we go. Laser turrets should be forthcoming. Personal laser defense after that, sure, but who knows if that's the wisest thing to do with our science or not. The main thing is to get started. Now, one of the things I researched recently with stack inserters or bulk, I keep calling them bulk inserters, and we're going to have to make bulk inserters, but what is that recipe? Bulk inserter requires red and green chips and a fast inserter. Ooh, yeah. What's this? Turret just ran out of ammunition. What? Where? That's strange. One thing I never did was I didn't put a radar up there. Do I even have anything making radars? I don't think I do. Let's get that going. Gears and plates. All right, let's put a couple of radars up. We're going to need one down here. We're going to need one up here. At the very least. Oh, no coal is getting down here. You know, I am going to have to set up supplemental coal, I think. I'm just using a lot more coal now than I used to. So something has failed in terms of the evenness of this, for sure. I have no idea how, but it has. Okay, so power. See, right. These aren't unloading because oh, I see what's wrong. It doesn't need it doesn't need it. This train shouldn't even be here. And these aren't working. Oh, wow. That might be why it's not working. Okay. All right. So, how about miners? We got miners? We got miners. Let's set up some miners on this coal. Now, I can't remember if biters will attack belts in an unprovoked way, or if they only attack belts when they're near targets. I know they don't attack things like power poles and train tracks, but I don't know about belts. I think they might. And if they do, that's kind of a problem. Just was working on automating the bulk inserters just then, at least as much as I can at the moment. Alright, well that's about as productive as I can make this thing. It doesn't seem to be saturating a red belt though, so just gotta keep that in mind. Oh, that's the thread I wanted to put a radar down to. So the hope is that this red belt will not get attacked in the wild. But if it ends up getting attacked, then I'll just have to put defenses around it. Great. Well, let's get better oil up. That means taking this down. Well, you know, if I can domesticate this whole area down here and prevent settler bugs from coming in, I might actually not have to worry about southern defenses because I've got a lake right here that's going to stop. Yeah, you know, that actually might be smart. That might be smart. I'm going to queue up robots, you know? I'm just going to do it. I don't have any blueprints set up for this, but if I can get the technology researched, then it's well worth it. One thing I really don't like is setting up gun turret perimeters because it's very tedious, and especially in the early game, you walk really slow and you have to do everything manually, and it's just, it's not maintenance free, let's just say. But now that I've got that more or less secured, I'm free to build whatever I want down here. Mostly. Which means we need to get some kind of oil setup. Great. Well, let's run with this. That build requires 10 tanks, 72 underground belts, 298, or it's underground pipes, 298 pipes. Let's make sure we have that. That might be everything. Let's make sure. All right, so power is done. Let's also do processing unit. Flamethrower. Personal battery. All right, now I gotta hook up the oil and the water. There we go. All 8 refiners are running. And all 9 chemical plants are running. I should be making petroleum gas pretty darn fast at this point. What the heck is Science 84? Overall research output. Wow. Just science? Not like in... Oh. Alright, well... So petroleum gas has gone up to roughly 9,300 per minute. Very nice. Now I'm going to want that on the bus. Now it sounds a little strange to do that, but it does need to be on the bus. Best place to put it on the bus, I do not know. Let's... let's grab a whole bunch more underground belts. Or I keep calling them belts, underground pipes. Probably, you know, honestly, probably the spot that it needs to be is right alongside the water. There it is. Ooh. Sulfur would be next. But this is where good belt structure comes into play, because it shouldn't matter where on the belt you're making things. So if I put my sulfur processing down here, it should still work. Isn't that nice? There's sulfur in large quantities, and I'm going to find a good spot for the bus. A line of sulfur. So we got engines down here. I did it again. Well, I'll learn eventually not to do it. It is a horrible habit. Hello, hello. All right, I don't know how long my microphone's been off, but it turned itself off again, and it's just annoying. It's so annoying. So I've been recent recap on things. I built the sulfur. The sulfur is on the bus. The sulfuric acid is on the bus. So now sulfuric acid is going to be used to make batteries. Not really worried from the east for attacks at the moment, so let's take this down. So I've got to build batteries, and I have to do it in a way that doesn't go really any further north this where I'm standing, which means clear out those trees. Wait a second. Right, so these are in the wrong direction. I did say you need a ton of these things, didn't I? These chemical plants. Oh dear. What's with the iron? Alright, so iron is starting to get to be more of an urgent thing. Let's get these stack inserter bulk inserters out. That's going to help a lot. Oh, wow. Okay. It's like on its dying gasp here. Okay, so something's wrong with my logic here. Should this be 0? Okay, let's just see what's going on here. Minus 81 is the output. Also, why do I have a piece of coal? I have a piece of coal in here? Ah, of course. Well, it seems to be partially working. Although I should speed it up with fast inserters for sure. So minus 53, 50, 49, 48, 47. As it gets down to 12, the question is, will it stop or will they all go? Well, it looks like it's working. Okay, maybe it's not working. It's got 10, 8. The signal's minus 9. So if the signal's minus 9, and this has got 10, so that's 1, and it should be going. And the inserter says it has to be greater than 1. So let's just change this to 0. And that might have fixed it. So now we just got to go and pick up some more iron. What we're going to do here, actually, we're going to go back a bit, back a bit. I need to replace these with bulk inserters. So these boxes are full. All the boxes are full. And now we're going to go load the train, and the bulk inserters should load them fairly quickly. Well, relatively quickly compared to the blue ones. Braking force. Trains can slow down faster, allowing them to stay at higher speeds longer. Sure. We'll see what's most important later. Oh, wow. That's cool. So apparently you can change the change the order of your queue. That's phenomenal. You should not be able to do that. You should have to delete everything up here and then re-add it. It's like annoying, but no, this is fantastic. Now that's what I like to see. Fully saturated, 2 red belts. Light the fires. Oh, yeah. Great. All right, let's bring the iron and copper down. Oh, I heard about this. Oh, yeah. So you can zoop if I click and drag. That's cool, man. That's very cool. I still prefer control clicking though. But there's a place for it. All right. So this is going to go below the sulfur. We need that sulfuric acid. All right, here's a place. Now the batteries should start making, except they aren't. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't join the two. There we go. Batteries. A lot of batteries. About 200 a minute. Cool. Right. So what's next? Solar panels, accumulators, laser turrets. Solar panels would be here. These aren't going to be on the bus, but they... What do they need? They need green chips, steel, and copper. And those are basically right here. So, cool. But that's still 2 lines. Gotta move this over. This kind of nonsense is what happens when you don't give yourself enough room. There we go. Solar panels are being made. I'm just going to let that fill up. And these just require iron and batteries, so that's even simpler. Cool. Batteries and iron making accumulators. Yes. And then we'll collect these in a chest as well. And when those build up enough, we can replace our coal power. Laser turrets. Yes, I definitely want laser turrets. So, green chips, batteries, and steel. Oh, look at that. So these have been fighting. It's weird though, because these guys can't go over the cliff, surely. Well then, how did... This must have been spitter damage right here. Alright, well, I gotta hurry, I guess. So they managed to destroy it. Well, those dirty buggers. There we are. Laser turrets being made. About damn time. I'll have to make construction bots soon because I really want those. How's my power doing? We're pushing it. We're pushing it hard. What's the problem here? Oh, it's full. That's what's the problem. That's a good problem to have. You know, let's try these. I want to see what these do. I just haven't. Oh, you right click. All right. Oh no. Again, I forgot to... Alright, I'm setting up fuel. I just haven't been thinking about my train schedule. Thankfully it hasn't gone too far this time. Ah. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a... what am I going to make? I'm going to make a little bit of a detour here. Wait. Oh, dang it. That's the wrong. So I'm going to call this train stop coal refuel because it refuels with coal. Now, I've never actually tried the interrupts yet, but we're going to try them now. So the idea here is we're going to take... Oh, man. Really? We're going to take the train and it's got... I'm going to give it... I'm going to give it 15 coal. And then we're going to say, make an interrupt that when... how do you design your interrupt? Oh. Oh. All right. Low fuel, coal. Allow interrupting other interrupts. Sure. By default, an interrupt cannot trigger while another interrupt is being executed. This option is disabled. All right, fine. Add interrupt condition. Fuel. Well, I only have one locomotive, so that's how many engines it's talking about. Fuel. Coal is less than 10 targets. Coal refuel. Add weight condition. Fuel. Coal equals 150. Save interrupt. I think that's how you do it. We'll find out momentarily. I just gotta... So we're going to tell it to go to load. We're going to watch the fuel. And as soon as it gets down below 10, you know, it actually uses coal a little faster than I thought. It's going to add a new train stop. All right, well, while that's working on that, I'm going to set this to manual. I'm just going to fix... Oh. No automatic. So fuel, it's going to get down to 10. Now it's at 10. As soon as it gets below 10, it should add the refueling train stop as the next stop. It didn't do it. Well, that didn't work. Why didn't it work? See, now it's going... Oh, it did work. It just has to finish the current task before it adds it. So it's got a temporary stop called refuel now. And it should go in here until it's got 150 fuel. And it's loading from here. Yeah, that actually worked. So let's edit that because it shouldn't be 10. It should be more like 15 at least. Cool. You can see how much faster this fills up now that I've got bulk inserters. Seems to be doing it evenly as well. You know, really should enable train limit. Let's set this to manual for a moment. Oh, come on. So there's a new nest somewhere down here. What I'm gonna want to do is I want to make a waiting yard, and I want to set this to only come, the trains to only come here when you know, at the moment I have it just full empty. It's very dumb. It's not a very well designed schedule, but this is showing, like, how much do these hold anyways? 800. They hold 800. So 3,200. Does that mean... That doesn't sound right. Oh, no. 800 times 24. 19,200. That sounds right. So 19,200. Let's try something interesting here. We'll make a constant combinator. And we'll call this of iron ore 19,200. So 19,200, let me just make sure that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 800 times 6 times 4 is 19,200. So, oops. So if it's down to 11,200, I can take a train. And then what we do is we hook up the wire on the output to the train stop, and then we tell the train stop to limit the train limit on the circuit connection. Set train limit L1. That would be 1 at the moment, so go ahead and go for it. So this is going to go off and get more iron, and it should come back because this is set to L1. But if this was too full, then it would disable this train stop. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think it'll work. I mean, you can get real fancy with all these things, real fancy. And we'll dive into that more as I learn how to do it. But for now, that's a good place to start. And this is a good place to end because it's a long episode. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.